This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Play action. Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go now. Let's go, dog. Let's rock and roll. This is your game, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby.
Rohrwasser made the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a dump off here complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? On 3rd down, Love.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, Stafford here. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Again, it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that would complete to Skoranek. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the air again, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Love. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert. Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Flushed out right. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
First down, Love to pass. And this one complete to Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Love now. And Jones has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Let's go, baby. Keep our poise. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Love looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Love. And complete once again to Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Let's focus in on what we got to do. This is your game, baby. Do your thing. Step up right now.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Love throwing for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 3rd down, Love. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Stafford finding Jefferson there. First down, L.A. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. He's got Higbee complete right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, that'll be caught. It's Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, it's Stafford. Eluding the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. 20, 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.